Welcome back. In the case of a stroke, it's important to act fast. Paramedic Joshua Burns, along with Lieutenant Stephen Pierce and firefighter John Dugan, all pictured here, helped to get a stroke patient to the University of Kansas Health System, where the stroke team was able to provide critical services in a matter of minutes. Johnson County Med Act and Johnson County Fire District No. 2 recognized their entire team for quick and efficient work. And another honor, Joshua Burns is this Sunday's coin toss captain when the Chiefs take on the Ravens at Arrowhead. He's here with us today along with Dr. Colleen Lechtenberg and nurse Conner Keyeski from the University of Kansas Health System. So first, welcome everyone. And we also want to thank you for acting so quickly and really making a difference in someone's life.
Well, it's much appreciated, and I can't wait for the Chiefs game. It's going to be great.
Yeah, I bet that's going to be so much fun for you. Now, Conner, we actually want to talk about strokes and what the signs and symptoms are, just so that if anybody saw it, maybe they could recognize it.
Yeah, the American Heart Association recommends the acronym FAST, F-A-S-T. So F is for face, facial droop, one side of the body, and then A is for arm weakness. Again, one side of the body is usually weaker. So asking them to raise their arm up if they're not able to do that, they may be having a stroke. S is for speech, sometimes not able to get their words out, slurring their words, or not able to identify something. And then T is for time, getting to the hospital as soon as you can for those life-saving measures. There are some unique instances, like for the back of the brain, double vision, vertigo, loss of balance, are less common, but things shouldn't ignore.
Well, thank you, Conner. And Dr. Lichtenberg, if you are seeing some of those signs, maybe in a loved one or someone who's near you, why is it so important to act fast?
It's important because 2 million brain cells are dying per minute, and so people need to seek immediate medical attention because there's two treatments that can potentially reverse stroke symptoms, but the patient needs to come as soon as possible when they're experiencing symptoms. One of the treatments is a clot buster medication. The second treatment is called thrombectomy, and that's when a specialized physician removes the clot with a special catheter, a special device. So it's important, like Conner said, to recognize the symptoms, seek medical attention immediately so that the medical team can evaluate to see if patients can receive this life-saving treatment.
Okay, well, thank you for telling us why it's so important to act fast. Now, Joshua, you and some of your team members were actually recently recognized for quick action. I think it was back in June. You were able to transfer a patient to the University of Kansas Health System. So how did that fast work actually, make a life or death difference for this person?
So there's a lot of moving parts when someone places a 911 call. And a lot of times we're the first ones on scene, so we're able to gather a lot of information quickly. And so good communication plays a key role in minimizing our scene time and getting the patient to the hospital quicker and establishing that first contact with the hospital and the special medical teams there, so that way they can initiate that treatment protocol sooner.
Okay, and you were talking about being on the scene, right? You're going to maybe someone's home and being able to recognize that quickly and get them where they need to be. In this instance, what were you doing that really contributed to that success?
So I've worked for a great paramedic organization. We have some great partners, as well as we have fantastic fire departments in the area. So all the training that we do off scene, we really implemented that, and we're able to flow seamlessly and gather key information from the family and the patient himself.
And Dr. Lichtenberg was talking about the clot buster, and because you guys work so quickly, I think she said they were able to give that to the patient within 14 minutes.
Yeah,
okay,
that's
huge, guys. And Dr. Lichtenberg, let's touch on this. What teamwork was involved? Because I've heard all three of you mention that time and time again.
Right. Partnership and teamwork are really key themes in stroke care. The partnership really starts with patients, families, and the general public recognizing stroke symptoms, calling 911, and then having our first responders bridge that care from the home to the hospital where the stroke team is waiting and ready for the patient. I also want to say that partnership is also particularly important for smaller hospitals and community hospitals to work with comprehensive stroke centers to make sure that all patients have access to emergency stroke care no matter where they live.
Okay, well, thank you to the University of Kansas Health System and everything you guys do on the stroke team. Conner, Joshua, and Dr. Lichtenberg, and thanks for coming out today.
Thank you.
Now,
Thank you.
Of course, you can watch the Chiefs-Ravens game right here on KSTV 5. Kickoff is at noon.